My earliest musical memory. Wow. I think it's interesting because, like, like when you're recalling things from your childhood, sometimes you don't know if it's you see it, but you don't know if you've edited it over years. Uh, so I'd have to say that my earliest musical memory is of an Indian practice, a black Indian practice that my grandfather was holding, and they were singing a song called "Shallow Water," which is a song that he put out on the streets, and I just remember he had the most amazing voice, man, and I remember just you know my sense memory feels me being stuck in sort of in paralysis, watching him like so regally sing this song, and just all these men around him, and everyone was having a great time, and the energy in the room. I still hear the rhythms, but the earliest musical memory where I can remember being enamored and completely captivated by music was watching my grandfather sing. My favorite musical memory is it's actually the first concert I ever played with my uncle's band. Um, Donald Harrison Quintet. Man, I remember just when I was small, I used to read all the literature that would come. Downbeats and all these things would come home, and I was so excited to play with my uncle. I was freaking out and incredibly nervous, and I didn't know when I was going to get a chance to play with him. I was like 12 years old, or maybe I had turned 13, and I remember he came over to the house, and he was doing a concert called Toast the Nation, which is NPR's New Year's radio show. So it's broadcast internationally. And he came to the house the day before, and he said, "Listen, I want you to play the concert tomorrow." And so you get a little suit together, and we're gonna play some blues. And don't be nervous. Just know that I love you, and whatever it is, I love you unconditionally. And be prepared. You're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. And I'll never forget. I didn't have a suit. I remember I had a black shirt, black slacks, and a red tie, and a cardigan, and and I remember just feeling so clean and good looking. And I remember my mother kissed me on my forehead and told me that I was going to do a good job, and he introduced me, and I took the stage, and we played a blues that he wrote called Christopher Jr. for Charlie Parker. And I don't think I did very well, but I don't remember any of what I did because it was the first time I had been anywhere where it was so intense that I didn't remember what I did because I was surrounded by, you could feel that energy. So that's probably my favorite. I know that was a little cryptic, but it's probably my favorite musical memory. And I don't remember much of it that I did, but I remember what everyone else was doing because I was just in love. Um, what's next? We're going to do three records this year. A stretch blues record, which is going to be really cool, a lot of fun to do. I'm still trying to figure out who the personnel is going to be on that. We're also going to make a record that goes about the business of trying to acculturate all of the musical vernacular that exists in hip-hop music and try and create a record that sounds like samples but acoustically. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I know who's going to play on that, but I'm going to keep it a secret for the time being. And then we're going to do a record that we're calling a double quartet record, which is going to be, I'm composing music for an acoustic quartet and a plugged-in quartet, and I'm going to try and create musical landscapes that force them to fight and marry each other so that we can dispel some of these old and pejorative notions that these two musical vernacular don't have a place for themselves.